Yes, hi everybody. Auntie Sandy here, matriarch, nurturing consciousness. I'm here with two parents who have been with me on for a while now concerning DCP having their children, two beautiful boys taken. So I'd just like to ask you we'll do this in segments, so I think it's important that people get your story on when they were taken and how it's affected you both since that time. Okay, Winston, what would you like to start off on the date?
Yes, hi. I'm Matthew Nathaniel's dad, and 7th of October, our two boys were taken from our house with two police officers and two DCP workers from Murray Bridge. So yeah, that was very traumatic for us. Yeah, and of course the reason why they wanted to take our two children was because they were very concerned for our mental health. Yeah, so it was very, very heartbreaking, very traumatic. I had to help get our two boys into the car, into their child safety seats, into the DCP worker's car. And of course I was crying and yeah, it was very emotional for both of us, both Jasmine and I. Yes.
Yes, well, it would have been, and the mental health issue has concerned me. Had there been any reports from anybody regarding them to be able to come, Jasmine? What do you think about that? So, yeah, okay, this is our first interview, so I think it's really important that the people see you and recognise that this has been happening. And all I'd like to say, whether you want to talk about even your own story, because this is the fifth generation stealing of children. And I think you actually both finding out more information about what's involved has made you more aware of, and this will come out further down the track, but I just would like to just see how it's affected you now, and of course missing your boys and anything that, what's one thing that you miss about your children, even if you're just talking about that, Jasmine?
Being around, having kids with me, emotionally and physically, wrecked us completely.
Yes.
As a family, it's just
It's been very stressful.
Very
wasn't it?
stressful.
Yes.
I've been crying every night, missing them.
And can I ask, what was the time that you were able to see your children? What was any information of how they were going, or can you just fill us in a little bit about that?
Not really, except for we saw them twice.
Mm-hmm.
First time for 45 minutes.
Right.
And then it was cut to 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time, we got photos of them.
Did they take the photos of
Yes.
them? Yeah. How did you feel about that? You know, did that?
It made me cry.
Yes.
Seeing the children not being able to be with them, it was very
I just
traumatic.
want them home.
Yes.
Heartbreaking.
It's been really, really stressful, really heartbreaking.
Yeah, well, that's a long time. And is that the only time that you were able to see them?
Yeah, I only saw we saw them twice.
Oh.
Yes.
My goodness, that's amazing. And I must say, checking out your rec, there's no drinking, there's no drugs. Can you tell me any other diagnosis that they're actually making this accusation of you not being fit parents?
Basically, both of us, in their eyes, they reckon we're disabled. So that means that we don't have capacity to look after our boys, which is not true. That's all lies.
But you do, I mean, okay, if you're on NDIS or any other benefits, there is able to be support for you in the home. That is, many people have that, but that is not an excuse to take your children away. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Definitely,
I
yeah.
reckon because we've got disabilities. Myself, I've got cerebral palsy.
Yes.
They reckon that because of that, I've got no capacity to look after the boys.
Well, my goodness, I've known you for about 6 to 8 weeks, and I find you very capable
Yes.
living and sharing stories with you, and that's where the matriarch in me we'll just put this in the first interview because you are Ghana and you're a fourth generation that's been not adopted out or fostered out. That's your story. I can get you to tell that on another day if you want to. But the reason why I'm really interested in you because you being Ghana, and I was born in Adelaide too, which makes us Ghana, and I felt responsible for protecting you or advocating for you with what's been going down in our area and also on Narrandjeri land. And I think you're finding out more, both of you, more regarding the story behind the history of the fourth and now your boys being the fifth generation of children that have taken away. So this is what we want to get to. We want to get to the bottom of this, and I think that in itself is the trauma involved with yourself and how that's affected you when you're finding out information regarding, the past, which you had no idea about, and that's been able to give you, in the clear mind that you are, and I'm a qualified counsellor and a healer, and I would like to be able to speak to the people that have said that you have mental health issues. And there is no way, once we listen to your story, this is why the matriarch and nurturing consciousness awareness is actually helping you relive, go through and deal with any trauma so that doesn't go onto your children. This is why we are doing what we're doing, okay? And I know you since I first met you, you've been actually both very brave and very, I'm just really admiring your strength. And anybody can get upset, and DCP coming knocking, banging on your doors. And I think, what did you think about that? And that was just the other day.
Yes, twice they've come to our new address just recently, banging on the door, and then the second time they actually came to our back door and knocked on the door very loudly and said that
They were yelling.
said that we need to attend this court date on the 18th of February. Otherwise we wouldn't get our children back, and the only way that, from what they said, because we were inside our house, and they one of them said that the only way we'll get our children back is through DCP. That's the only way that we'll be able to get our children back.
Otherwise they'll be in care until they're 18.
Till they're 18. So they've actually said that.
So that was very traumatic, and they just left a whole heap of envelopes at our front door. Unopened, and we didn't read them. We just left them there because that was our instructions.
And the caseworker of the boys, Carly Cross.
Carly Cross
was yelling, top of her lungs.
Yes.
And she started coughing afterwards.
Right.
They went, like hubby said, went around to the backyard and banged up on doors and windows.
Yeah.
I was terrified.
And I actually told them from inside, I said to get off our property because they were on our property and they came to our back door and knocked on the back door. and I said, if you don't leave within 5 minutes, I'll contact the police.
Yes.
And they said, just go ring the police.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
as if they weren't afraid or
They
worried
weren't
about anything,
afraid,
They thought,
yes.
no, they
And
just,
Well,
I
that-
remember saying
Yes,
them
but-
saying that
which
Yeah.
I didn't ring the police, but I threatened them by that so that they would leave.
Mm,
Because
yeah.
they were
they also
upsetting
said
us.
I remember them saying that they've got the powers,
Yes.
and your representative won't have any powers. They're powerless.
I think it was something about they don't recognise an advocate.
No.
That's the
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
Well, I'm going to leave it at that. So thank you so much
Yeah,
for this
thank
first
you for listening to our
interview.
story,
Thank you.
Yeah.
For listening
and we
to
hope that it helps other people.
bring our boys home
Yeah.
soon.
So we
Okay.
hope our children come home soon.
Yeah. Thank
Otherwise-
you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nuckin. Bye.